Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. We are your community connection, and I am your host, Francy Hall. We have a great show for you today. We are going to be visited here shortly with Steve Smith and Laura Resler from the Owatonna Foundation, always doing great work in our community. And then we will have a pre-recorded segment that is with Mary Butler Fraser, who is the Community Artist Award recipient. First, we do want to thank the people that make our community show possible, and those are our supporters, our sponsors. Our premier sponsors are the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Owatonna Public Utilities. Our primary sponsors are Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Brookdale Senior Living Solutions, Little Theater of Owatonna, and the Owatonna Foundation. Our interlude sponsors are Abraham Consulting Technologies, Bremer Bank, Bredna Bednar Mortgage Office, Glenn Mager and Michael Mager of the Brickmaker Funeral Home and the Medford Funeral Home, Carlson, Brandstad and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care, Clancher & Son Landscaping and Concrete, the Owatonna Business Incubator, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. We hope you will support these fine organizations in our community. These businesses and individuals make this show possible, so please thank them when you see them and do support their businesses. Please stay with us after a word from our sponsors.
I'm Dan Brandstad of Carlson Brandstad and Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Greetings from the Steele County Historical Society. We invite you to visit us and enjoy your county's history at the History Center and Village of Yesteryear. For current exhibits and events, check our website, www.steelehistorymuseum.org.
Welcome back. We are joined now by Steve Smith and Laura Resler. They are here with the Owatonna Foundation, and they're going to give us an update on all of the exciting activities that are going on there. Welcome.
Good
Hello,
morning.
Francie.
Hello. And so is this, we can officially say you are now almost solely working, almost. Give us your current title or titles, Laura.
Well, I'm the executive coordinator for the Owatonna Foundation and very proud to be doing that. And I'm still helping out a little bit at the Historical Society as they transition. But
it's almost, they're almost on their way to a new director there.
Hopefully.
And you will have just one job, one very important job.
That's right. That's the plan.
All right. You want to introduce this guy?
Well, this is Steve Smith, and he's one of our trustees and also chairman of the Grants Committee.
All right. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Francie.
So, as the chairman of the Grants Committee, what do you do?
The Grants Committee meets twice a year nominally, sometimes more, to deal with grant applications. The Grants Committee can award grants of up to $25,000. Amounts in excess of that we will look at and make a recommendation or pass them on without a recommendation to the board as a whole to make decisions. So if you come to us asking for more than $25,000, it's going to be the board as a whole.
The whole board?
Yep. Yes.
Which includes people from the Grants Committee, but
Yes.
I see. So you review, are you kind of the intake for the whole grant
Well,
process?
Laura initially would be the intake, and there have been times in the past when our coordinator tells applicants they don't qualify, and they don't even come to us. If somebody is not a 501c3 tax-exempt nonprofit, we do, or the equivalent, such as the City of Owatonna or its park system, the grant application would not even come to us. Laura would intercept that and say, I'm sorry, you don't meet our qualifications.
Sure. Here are criteria. If you meet any of these, then come back.
Yep. And there's others. The Owatonna Foundation awards grants for the Owatonna area. I don't know that that's ever been explicitly defined, but it does not include all of Steele County, but it does include Independent School District 761. So that gives you a general idea of where the grants are awarded.
Okay.
Almost all of them are within the city of Owatonna, but not exclusively.
Hence the name Owatonna Foundation.
Yes. Yeah.
What's a little history of the Owatonna Foundation? When did the Owatonna Foundation start?
You know, our own literature differs. Laura
Oh.
tells me it's 1957, and I've seen that, and I've also seen 1958. But yeah, we're coming up on our 60th anniversary. It started with a group of business folks who put together money to support Owatonna projects. If you come to the foundation office located at 108 West Park Square, and you're welcome whenever it's open to stop in, you'll see a news article from the Photo News of, I think, 67, wasn't it, Laura? Where the Owatonna Foundation had $45,000 worth of assets then.
I see.
Things have changed a
Yes.
little bit since then. We now have several million dollars. We have over $2 million available for general grants, and there also are restricted funds. One pot of money, so to speak, deals with the state school. Someone who worked as an administrative assistant for many years at the state school left a substantial sum of money, and that's been used to support things in this building, including our most recent grant, which is to provide a health code compliant kitchen for the Wee Pals Daycare Center.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we voted on that at our grants meeting last month. I should say the foundation as a whole meeting last month.
Because it was more than the $25,000.
Yes.
Then I take it.
yes.
Okay. All right. And so, how many grants do you know? How many grants have been made over the history of this organization?
I don't
Laura
know.
does?
I doubt that Laura would either.
No, but over $11 million has been invested into the community.
Well, the Owatonna Foundation has done so many things in the community, visible things that we can tangibly see and appreciate. You just had this meeting where you made the awards for the 25,000 or less grants. Is that right? Do you want to give us an idea of what some of those were?
Well, at our meeting, the grants committee itself meeting over 2014, 2015, there have been a number of projects. We provided a new roof for the hospitality house, a homeless shelter for men. We provided some playground equipment for Lincoln School. Laura, what else?
We had the scoreboard at, at Darts Park. There was a pathway at Homestead Hospice House, and then the Wee Pals grant.
Yeah, the Homestead Hospice House pathway joins with the pathway throughout the healthcare campus there,
Okay.
the hospital and the clinic also. So it's a paved pathway for pedestrians, and it's handicapped accessible also. Yes.
Great.
Yep.
So if somebody wants to apply for a grant, it's a nonprofit organization locally in the area, what process do they have to go through?
The process would be the executive coordinator would look at them first and make if they clearly don't comply, she could tell them that. If she has questions about it, she could talk to me about it. If it looks like they comply, it will go to the grants committee regardless of what she or I think of it. Okay. The criteria are, as Laura mentioned, has to be for the Owatonna area. It has to. It generally should meet our purposes, which are community, education, the arts, and recreation. And an unwritten criteria is that they should need it. If an organization has a lot of money in reserves, don't come to us to fund your current needs.
Sure.
Okay?
If you've got the money,
Yeah.
we're not going to give you ours.
It's been said that we are bricks and mortar, and that is true. We primarily look at buildings, but we also include capital equipment. We've provided starting blocks for the swim team years ago, wrestling mats, the Zambonis out at the rink. In the future, we will probably be asked to take a look at updating the seating at the Four Seasons
Four
Arena,
Seasons
which is
Arena,
not
yeah.
handicapped accessible. It no longer meets current standards, is unsafe. In all likelihood, and I'm speaking only for myself, we will not take on the entire burden of that. We will want to deal with other stakeholders, including the county, which owns that.
Do you do that often? Do you partner a lot with other groups and organizations?
You know, yes. we don't like to be the funder of first resort. Okay, we expect that organizations are going to have their own resources or generate their own resources. There probably have been exceptions to that. For instance, the hospitality house, all of those funds to redo the roof came from the Owatonna Foundation. They don't have other money. They don't have reserves. They do not receive governmental money. They receive support from churches in town. So we will at times fund the entire cost of a project.
Sure. So you'll really support those organizations that are in need for that money and for whatever the improvement is that's coming up.
Yeah.
Well, and I think too, if people are interested in applying for the grant, all the criteria is on our website, and they can certainly go there and access the applications and the information that they need.
What is your website?
It is owatonnafoundation.org.
That's pretty easy. Okay.
And we have these brochures available too, which give a lot more information. We have these at the Owatonna Foundation office. Among them, you will see a familiar face here of Laura Resler.
There we go. We got the new coordinator.
When she was with the History Center.
It's just haunting.
Okay, and I don't know, what level of support did the Owatonna Foundation give to the History Center?
Well, you know, that was a great example of a project that had a lot of stakeholders where, you know, the Lang family initially put up the $1 million challenge. We raised $1 million. The Owatonna Foundation gave us a beautiful amount of $500,000, and then there was in-kind donations from Viracon and a host of others. So it truly was a reflection of a community project.
It takes a community to build a community and to keep one, right?
It does.
Yeah.
That's
And we have had to reach out. You know, originally our funding came principally from the captains of industry, the old Owatonna families. A lot of those aren't around anymore, and that is why we're going out to the community. Last year we raised money from over 500 businesses and individuals, and we'll be coming out and talking to businesses and sending out mailings to individuals this year to increase our support. We can't rely anymore on what was given to us by somebody's bequest or will.
So your funding source has expanded to include the broader community. If I'm an individual and I would like to donate to the Owatonna Foundation, what do I do?
Well, you can go to the website, you can come to our office, you can give us a call. You know, there's many, many ways that we can accommodate your gift, so.
Yeah, no, and welcome it.
Yes, absolutely. You know, and any gift is important, whether it's
Absolutely.
$25, $50, or $5,000 or more. You know, it's people investing in our community. The foundation has touched literally everyone in Owatonna, so it's a great place for people to make a donation to.
Now we have 3 crazy days of summer coming up this weekend. Will you be open? Will your office be open to welcome people?
We're going to be open on Thursday for a little bit. We've got a little thing we're going to hand out on Thursday mornings from 9 to 11, and then the office is open 9 to 1 on Friday.
Okay, great. So if you have questions about the Owatonna Foundation, if you want to know more of what they're doing, or if you would like to give a gift to the foundation and to our community, stop on in at the Owatonna Foundation, which is right across the street from Central Park.
Right.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Steve, for being here.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you, and we appreciate the Owatonna Foundation.
Thank you.
We appreciate you for watching, and we would like you to stay with us. We have got an interview that was pre-recorded, and that is for our Community Artist Award recipient, and that is Mary Butler Fraser, coming up next after a word from our sponsors.
Recreational fires are allowed within the Owatonna city limits. They must be contained within a fire pit or a device designed for such use, and can be 3 feet in diameter and no more than 3 feet high. They must be 25 feet from a building or combustibles. Only untreated or unpainted woods must be used. Fires must be attended by a person at all times that are capable of extinguishing the fire. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hello, I'm Glenn Mager. And I'm Michael Mager with the Brick Mager Funeral Home and the Medford Funeral Home. At Brickmaker, we are privileged to have served the families of Steele County community for 118 years.
Whether you choose traditional burial or cremation, we promise the tribute your loved one deserves with the peace of mind that you require.
We are proud to be part of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community
Amy
connection.
Swing.
And I'm here with Mary Butler Fraser for a very special reason. Mary is going to receive a very special award. Well, actually, by the time this airs, she will have received the award the Thursday night before.
Right.
And Mary, tell us what the award was.
It is the Community Fine Arts Award, and it's given by the Music Guild, the Music Boosters, Little Theater of Owatonna, and the Owatonna Arts Center.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
And what did you think when you received the phone call from Sylvan?
I was very humbled. I said, why me?
Oh, it's not like that you do anything around town, so.
But, I was very surprised. I was shocked.
Really?
Yes, I was. It was very humbling. You know, I really don't like to have attention drawn to me. So it was a little, I was surprised.
And why were you so humbled?
Well, because there's so many other people that have done this, you know, do the same thing I do, and there's many people who are just as deserving as I am, or even more deserving. I mean,
well, maybe yes, maybe no. Your number was up. I
guess.
I think that's what it is. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a wonderful award.
Thank you.
And you really have done so much in the community. First of all, start off and tell us what you do for a day job.
I run a daycare and preschool in my home.
Yes. And I happened to see Mary the other day walking back from the library.
With all my little ones?
With all of her little ones, and yes, they were behaving beautifully. And
they do.
And
yes.
It looked like they had a great outing.
Yes, every Tuesday. You can see us walking down at about 9 o'clock, and every day, every Tuesday at 10:30, we're walking back.
You're walking back, all right. And how many years have you been doing daycare in your home?
30 years. Yes.
That is
celebrated 30 years this year.
That's a real challenge.
It is.
But
it's a tough job.
It's a tough job. It really is, but it has to be extremely rewarding.
I have daycare grandchildren.
Oh my! Now you know it's almost time to retire.
Yeah. When I'm tired of the children, then I'll retire.
Then
but
you retire.
I'm not tired of the children yet.
Well, and many parents in Owatonna thank you for being there for them and for their children, because I know you always do so many fun activities with them. And
we do.
It's more than just, I mean, they're learning all the time. They really are.
And they spend the better share of their day with me. And I have a helper that comes in every day.
Okay.
Yes, so I have help. It's not just done by myself. And I have great parents. I have awesome parents.
That's wonderful.
They're just so giving.
Have you counted up how many children you have been in charge of for the last 30 years?
No. It has to be.
That would be interesting to do.
It has to be. I mean, I run into kids and they say, I remember coming to your house. And it's like, oh my gosh, that's right. I did take care of you.
Oh, wow. So that takes a tremendous amount of energy.
It does.
So tell us what other activities you have been involved with here in Owatonna, starting with, what was the first one?
The very first one? Oh my gosh.
The very first organization.
Probably Little Theater and the Arts Center. I was on when my daughters were in high school, I was on the Cheerleading Association board.
Sure.
And I've been on the Advocates for Development and Disability board for 21 years. Yes.
Wow.
So I've been working on and I worked on the Festival of Trees before that.
Okay.
So I've been involved with them for about 23 years. And we're actually celebrating our 25th anniversary this year.
With the
AD.
With the festival
With the
of trees?
festival,
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
Yes.
Whoa. Well, let's go back to when you first started with the Owatonna Arts Center. And you actually have a connection that maybe not everyone knows about with Sylvan Durbin,
Yes.
the artistic director.
Well, it's kind of, let's see, Sylvan's mom's brother was married to my mom's sister.
Okay.
So we're kind of related through marriage.
You're kind of kissing
Yes.
cousins,
Right.
kind of, sort of.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and I just, I first found out that Sylvan was at the Arts Center, and I would volunteer for different things. And for the last 7 or 8 years, I think, I do the soup dinners, the soup luncheons for
yes.
pastimes.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Oh,
and I've
delicious.
served on the board several times.
Several times, right?
Yep.
Because I think you and I
So-
served on the board at the same
Yes,
time
we did.
a number of years ago.
Yes, we did.
Too. So you've been extremely instrumental in kind of helping navigate the Arts Center through
Yes.
through good times and
through
kind
some
of
difficult
rough
times,
waters,
yes.
which they're coming out of right
They're coming
now.
out of, yes.
Which is very good to
That's
know.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and then your involvement with Little Theater of Owatonna.
Started
When did you start with that?
25, 26 years ago.
Okay.
The very first show I did costumes for Charlotte's Web. The first time they did Charlotte's Web.
Okay.
And then I moved on and teched for the first time with Sarah Foreman when we did Death Trap. And we opened on Halloween, and it was a blizzard. Yes. That was quite interesting.
That wasn't
Yes.
the Blizzard of the Century, was it? It was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was.
Oh,
Yes.
whoa.
I think that was, I'd have to ask Sharon, but I think maybe that was the first time they'd canceled a show.
Canceled the show. Okay.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, it was very interesting. And it was kind of a scary show anyway.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
What drew you to the theater?
Well, Rick Whitrock. He was my mailman, and he was a friend, and he just asked me one time if I wanted to get involved with Little Theater, and I said, sure, it might be something fun to do. You know, I mean, I'm with kids all day long. It might be kind of fun to go and do
With
something
adults
else.
all
to
day
be-
long, all
to-
night long?
To do it, be with adults. So yeah, that's why I didn't, and I've just kept on going. And I think I've done. It's got to be close to 70 shows that I've been involved with.
Right. And in what
Yes.
capacities have you been involved
Oh
with
my
the
gosh.
shows?
I have done everything but sell tickets.
Okay.
I was involved with the very first show that LTO ever did off-site over here at the First Baptist Church.
Oh, really?
Joe Sethny and I did
Okay.
Mass Appeal, and I ran lights, I did costumes, I was the tech director, I did sound.
Oh my gosh.
It was only a two-person play. Pete Oslin and Michael Lambert, and May Blood played the organ.
Oh, okay.
And it was awesome. It turned out to be a fabulous show. But we were getting ready to do Christmas Carol, the musical, at the theater, and
Okay.
Sarah needed more time to build for the
Okay.
set. So we took it off site.
So that's why you went over.
Went over to the church.
To the church.
Yes.
Wonderful.
It was fun. It was a great show.
Oh, I bet it was. And,
Yes.
and what a wonderful venue.
Oh, I know.
That particular church
Yes.
over there.
It was beautiful.
Just great.
Perfect show. Perfect
So-
show for it.
So you've done Advocates for Developmental Disabilities for
Yes.
25 years?
21 years.
21 years?
Yep.
Little Theater of Owatonna since 1989. And the Arts Center basically since...
Probably 25 years.
25 years
Yeah,
or so?
probably. Yeah.
Right, wow. And
I don't even know.
we do want to put a plug in this fall. Little Theater of Owatonna is celebrating their 50th anniversary.
50th anniversary.
So we will have more on the show about that probably, middle of September, I think, kind of thing. So,
Yep.
well, Mary, our time has gone by very quickly. And I
That's
really,
good.
I really appreciate you coming down here. And viewers, I hope, that listening to the fountain in the background didn't, distract you at all. But I just thought that here's where Mary has received the award. We'll be down here at Central Park, or has been down here at Central Park. And I just thought it was kind of a fitting venue. And it got us out of the house. So
Yes, and it's kind of cool sitting here by the fountain.
It is. We're getting a little bit of
we're getting a little wet.
a little bit of wet. So, one last question. What has being involved in Blue Theater and the Arts Center, what has that done for you personally?
Oh my gosh, most of my friends are theater people or friends from the Arts Center. And Little Theater is kind of like a second family because you get to know people and you know a lot about them, and I've had a lot of friendships made just from being in the theater.
Right.
So, and it's a great outlet for me because I do spend, sometimes 10 hours a day with children. And so it's a great outlet for me to spend time with adults.
It is.
Yes.
It is. And it probably rejuvenates you so that can be rejuvenated for the children when they come in every morning.
That's right.
All right.
Yes.
Well, Mary, thank you so much.
You're
Congratulations
welcome.
on the
Thank you.
award. It's
Thank you.
richly deserved, even though you are feeling very humbled about it. So
thanks.
And we thank you for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show at Central Park. Please stay with us. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
I'm Deb Gillard.
And I'm Sean McNulty with Brookdale Owatonna Senior Living Solutions.
We are assisted living and Alzheimer's and dementia care communities here in Owatonna, and formerly known as Clare Bridge and Sterling House.
And we are proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back. We hope that you enjoyed your visit to Central Park with Leanne and Mary Butler Fraser. Congratulations, Mary. It is time for community announcements. We want you to remember today, Friday, Crazy Days is in full swing. So downtown, there's going to be a lot of great sales going on, and there's going to be fun things for the kids to do. So get downtown if you haven't already gotten down there. Also, be sure to get there on Saturday. There will be, let's see, tonight actually, Friday, July 24th, let's see, 4 p.m. if you haven't yet been there, 4 p.m. Rad Zoo is going to be there. That's with the reptiles and things like that the kids can get up close and personal with, as can you. And then there will be, of course, music going on in the park later. And then on Saturday, there's a ton of things going on. Downtown Art on the Green. Don't forget that there will still be art going on, and that's going to be in the green space that's right next to Old Town Bagel. Remember also that the Farmers Market will still be going on in Central Park. There will be band shell entertainment all day long, and there will be a cupcake eating contest from 2 to 3 p.m. Also, Color Dash, which benefits the Arts Center, is starting 9 a.m. registration, 11 a.m. start. So be sure to get downtown and support Crazy Days and have a great time. Also, when you're down there, head over to St. Paul's Episcopal Church right behind the fire station. Friday, July 24th from noon to 5 p.m. Also Saturday from 8 until 2. Lots of great things at their rummage sale. Little Missile is having their summer festival the next day, which is Sunday, July 26th. Be sure that you check that out. It's always a good time. I want you to know that Riverbed Nature Center is offering summer camps for kids ages 3 to 17. They offer half-day camps, whole-day camps, Wet and Wild Camp. It's a new camp. Water sports camp teaches campers the basics of paddleboarding, canoeing, and kayaking. Call 507-332-7151 for more information about that. We want you to know that several folks from the Owatonna community will be in 9, a musical taking place at the Paradise. That is a Merlin Players production. We thank you so much for joining us. That's our show for today. Remember, if you have ideas for future shows and guests, please email us or Facebook us. And join us next week. We're going to have Lieutenant Governor Tina Smith here, also Children's Remedial Fund and more. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day.